Hi guys, Mr. Lake here with a beginning of a series of videos that I want to make to be able to give you some information that you might need about our upcoming trip to France. First order of business, the first thing that needs to be taken care of now that you're signed up for the trip is you need a passport. It's impossible to get on an international flight either going to France or coming back from France if you don't have a passport. So you need to apply for one. How do you do so? The easiest way is to go to travel.state.gov, G-O-V, where you will find the information that the government has about how to apply for a passport. Now, if you already have a passport, a couple things to note. Your passport needs to be still valid 6 months after our return. So generally we're going in June. That means that your passport can't expire before December of the year that we're going. If you've got a passport that's still valid until then, no problem, you're all set. If you don't, then go to travel.state.gov, There's unfortunately no way, apparently at the time, there's no way to apply for a visa, or a passport online, but you can download the application that needs to be filled out. And you can print it out if you have access to a printer. You can download it as a PDF. You will need to take a printed copy to the local passport office. The nearest one to Lake is currently in the Oregon Post Office. So what you would want to do is you have to fill out the application. You have to get pictures, and it's very specific what kind of pictures you need. I believe specifically they have to be 2 inches by 2 inches, and your head has to be a certain size. So generally you want to go on and Google someplace that will do passport photos. I know that Walmart has them available on their photo website, but there are other places that if you just look up passport photos, there's lots of places that offer that service, usually for somewhere around $10 they can get you the passport photos. So once you have the application filled out, once you have the passport photos, and the application fee is generally around $100. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less, depending on your age. We'll get to that in a second. But you take those items to the nearest passport office and you get it filled out. When do you want to do that? You certainly want to have them filled out no later than about January or February of the year that you're going. Why? Because it can take anywhere from 6 weeks to about 3 months to get the application processed and returned and to get your passport. If you don't have your passport by the time we leave on the trip, you can't go, period. So it's the first thing you want to make sure that you get taken care of. It is also important to note that your name on your passport should be your legal name. That name has to also be the exact name that you have registered on the website. So if my name's Jeffrey and I go by Jeff and I signed up as Jeff Lake, I'll need to go back onto the website and change my name to my legal name on the EF website. Otherwise, if they have to change it, they'll use that information to order your ticket. If your ticket doesn't match your passport, you could pay up to a $200 fine, if you want to call it that. It's a fee that they charge. So it's really worth it, $200 worth it, to make sure that your name matches your passport. Lastly, the thing I mentioned about age. If you know that you're going to turn 16 sometime before we leave, it might be a good idea to wait. Your passport under the age of 16 is only valid for 5 years. So it expires after 5 years, but does cost a little bit less. If you get a passport after you're 16, it's good for 10 years, and every time you renew it, it's 10 years thereafter. Costs a little bit more, but ends up being worth sometimes the little extra wait if there's an opportunity. Now, you don't want to push it. If your birthday's in April and we're leaving in June, you don't want to wait that long. Or at least you can ask the passport office, if you can delay it so that it can be for 10 years. They'll be able to give you good counsel on that. If you have any questions about any of these things, again, always feel free to contact me, but here's a lot of the information given all at once. Okay, thanks.